0.
Welcome, and thank you for joining us for another one of Mike and Billy's whiskey reviews. This is Billy.
That's Mike.
And today, we bring you the Glenlivet 21-year-old archive. If you never had the Glenlivet 21-year-old archive, it comes in a extremely nice box. The packaging on this one is really fantastic. It slides out, and let me tell you something.
Solid oak.
This is solid. I don't know if it's oak.
You can stand on that.
That's some solid wood right here.
You can stand.
The Glenlivet does it in, looks like batch numbers. So for any of you watching out there, this is batch number 0414N. 0414N of the Glenlivet 21-year-old archive. How you open this is you bring it up, slide it back down, and then to get it back in, you have to do it the same way because if you try to get it in here, it wouldn't work. But really nice, has a little stand in here for the whiskey, and I'll tell you what, we're gonna finish off this bottle today, so I don't know what I'm gonna do with this piece of wood, but I mean, you could display whiskey, or you could tear off this little Glenlivet sign.
Make a pencil holder.
Yeah, do whatever you want with it. Pretty impressive, actually. This is a bottle I've had for a couple of years.
How many years have you had this?
2, I think. And it's getting really low, and this is a really nice whiskey, so I really needed to finish off. I should have decanted it in a smaller bottle, but I didn't. But this is the 21-year-old archive. Up until a few years ago, was really the oldest of the standard releases of the Glenlivet. They have the 12-year-old, which is world famous, one of the best sellers. The 15-year-old French Oak, the 18-year-old, which is one of the best-selling 18-year-olds, and this 21-year-old. Since then, they've added the.
I feel like when Selma Gomez was 18, she was pretty good selling.
You ever seen the movie Dusk Till Dawn?
Mm-hmm.
If that can't sell you, nothing more.
Oh, damn it!
We digress. So the Glenlivet 21-year-old fine oak, or excuse me, 21-year-old archive. American ex-bourbon barrels in this, a few sherry barrels from what I've been able to read. Little emblem here that says the year the distillery became licensed, which was 1824.
Yep.
Glenlivet does a nice job with the presentation. This is a pretty pricey bottle. In 2016 in Columbus, Ohio, this retails for about 220 bucks. When I bought it a couple years back, it was 160. God, smell that. Smell how nice that is. Whew. That is light and sweet.
You know what it doesn't smell like? Bigfoot's feet.
I tell you what, this and the 18-year-old, they're really nice whiskeys.
Are you sure this is actually whiskey, or is this like Jesus' pee?
You know, anytime you get a whiskey and you're talking over 20 years, over 2 decades old in wood.
Is it literally the tears of a unicorn? Is what I need to know.
It's pretty good. We're gonna find out what it is.
This bottle is literally made out of a Norwal's fucking horn thingy. Literally.
Good, a very good presentation on the Glenlivet 21. I have not had the 25 yet, but it's definitely on my radar. This is my first bottle of Glenlivet 21, and it's cash now. But 43% ABV. Billy will be back. But a famous distillery in Speyside, very, very well known for the ex-bourbon matured barrels. We get a little bit of sniff here while we wait for Billy. Really floral whiskey, super floral.
Is he saying it's floral?
Sweet.
Did he say vanilla yet? Did he say vanilla?
I did not say vanilla yet. Welcome back.
We're doing, completely doesn't make any difference to our channel. We're doing a St. Jude's fundraiser this month at my tattoo shop because we're awesome! But we're not going to actually give it to him. We're going to actually hire a hitman to kill some sick child so he doesn't have to suffer anymore. Charity!
What do you think of the smell on that?
Buddy. Whew.
First of all, let me see the legs on this.
Have you seen my legs? I'm literally wearing no pants right now.
Some strong legs. I forgot to in the Glenlivet 12 to bring you the color. I believe that the Glenfiddichs are colored with some caramel colorant. I'm not 100% on that, but I believe they are.
That's pretty lame for a 21, you know. Don't be putting some fake colors in there. What is this, M&M's?
I could be mistaken. I don't know if this says anywhere here on the bottle. You know, the thing is, when they don't say that it's not colored, not chill filtered,
then you just don't know.
I assume that it is.
But the thing is, you don't know though.
So I assume this is a chill filtered and slightly colored whiskey. But more importantly, although I do like a whiskey unchill filtered and a whiskey that is natural color, it's really more about the smell and the taste.
You know those freaking candies your grandpa always had?
Butterscotch?
Werther's?
originals.
Oh, gee. I'm getting a little bit of that going on.
I'm getting a little ginger.
I don't know if it's the caramel or like the toffee-ishness.
Jelly.
There is some type of a sweetness. To me, I think it's a little bit more of a brown sugar.
Shit, well,
All of it really tastes like that.
the problem, here's the thing about when I say something and what I kind of feel like I'm getting note-wise, and then he says something about what he's getting note-wise, it's always me. I'm always right.
I don't know. I smell ginger, brown sugar.
Ooh, I could get a little ginger on that.
Honey. And the milk.
Are you calling me honey? What is this?
If you want to be in the video, you come over here and get in the video.
Don't tempt me.
Go on, sassy pants. It's Christmas. God damn it.
I don't have my elf costume on.
This is a treat on the nose.
I definitely do get a little bit of ginger, I think. Almost a coffeeness.
But the sweetest brown sugar. It's light.
Did you guys see these glasses? Look at that.
Everything about this whiskey is
I'm gonna do
nothing's
something.
overdone.
I'm gonna do something real quick. Watch this.
Don't pound it down.
Ooh. It's like candy.
There's a lot of flavors in this,
It's like
and it's all subtle. It's all incredibly
It's like I
subtle.
just dipped my tongue in honey.
There's a little bit of honey.
That's,
There's just a bit of spice, maybe a little bit of cinnamon.
I gotta do more now. You can't just dip your tongue in there.
All right, let's take a sip.
Oh man. That's nice. There's a sting there. Big-oosh! But then it's complemented with like, I'm really getting that like Werther's thing. Like caramelly, toffee-ish. Oh my god. The burp actually, that was interesting.
I do get maybe a little bit of the caramel. Caramel, brown sugar, ginger.
Ginger ale. Do not put ginger ale in this if you get this.
Maybe a little bit on the back, just a little bit of chocolate. Like an orange, I guess, like a
Like that weird Christmassy orange.
orange
And you
chocolate.
break it into little pieces.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
But it's faint. That's the beauty of this whiskey. Nothing is really overdone. Nothing's overstated. A lot of really nice balance. A bit of a snappy finish.
Yeah.
The finish is over quick. That's a tad bit disappointing, especially when you're
It's
talking
very-
about a 21-year-old whiskey.
Very Mozart like that.
Yeah, it's just it, and we're done. You know what I mean? And it's over. Which is a shame because, to me, when you look at the smell, the taste, the finish, it progressively lessens. Not that the finish isn't nice; it's just super short.
I feel like it gets sweeter as it finishes.
Maybe it's just lightening up so much on the finish. I'm thinking it's over because there is a bit of a light linger.
You're talking a real lot, and I'm just over here like enjoying it. So maybe all the oxygen and air you're taking in is fucking it up. But it's really
Possible.
that's just nice. Lick your lips, man.
I'm slightly familiar with this bottle. I know this is your first time with it. How do you
It won't be
think
my last, America.
how do you think it compares to the 12?
I would throw the 12 at a dog.
And you loved that whiskey 10 minutes
It was
ago.
so good.
That's why I wanted you to taste the 12 first before you taste the one.
Yeah.
And the 12 is a great whiskey for the money. It's $40. Again, this bottle is retailing for just over $200.
I found it online.
American.
I found it online for 140. Shop around.
Yeah, there's some online retailers. The online retailer that has it for 140, you would have to pay shipping to get over here, and that's about $80 roughly. So you're roughly back in the same spot. but-
Unless they're over there.
no, that's Master Malt. They're in Scotland.
Oh,
I've used
so if
them.
they're in Scotland, shipping's going to be way less.
Not to America.
Not to Scotland
That's true.
or
That is true.
Ireland or fucking Scandinavia. Let's go to Scandinavia. What do you think they drink? Reindeer blood?
Let's go back to this Glenlivet. This is a great whiskey.
I just want to sit in a tub full of this. Is it good for your skin, Rave?
No.
Decent legs. It's kind of like the finish. Legs they're decent legs. They run fast. It is.
I'm getting a little pepper now that we put some water in there.
A little bit extra pepper.
A little spicy peppery.
There's something spicy. I was tasting a little bit of cinnamon, maybe a little bit of nutmeg.
Different spicy for me. Sharper spicy.
That's beautiful.
Cinnamon and nutmeg are more of like a soft, smooth kind of.
And that's what I'm getting. I'm getting soft and smooth. You're getting a little more aggressive spice?
I wouldn't go black pepper, but like white pepper, maybe even green pepper.
And that's the beauty of having different palates. But this is a super complex whiskey.
That's the hard part, because at the same time I'm tasting that, I'm getting that caramel, toffee, yummy, some sort of fruit that I can't identify. I want to say orange.
I'm getting a little bit of orange chocolate right at the back. I'm getting ginger. I'm getting a little bit of honey.
You know what it is?
Brown sugar. Maybe a little bit of caramel, like that deeper sweetness.
Have you ever gone to Starbucks and got the chocolate covered espresso beans?
I have not. That sounds
They have
delicious.
dark chocolate covered espresso beans. That's what it tastes.
You eat
I'm
that?
getting that. Oh God, they're amazing.
You
You'll be
eat
like,
this?
wow!
You eat the espresso bean?
It's so good.
And they get you like super amped?
Well, they're roasted, like super roasted, delicious.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God.
And they pump you up?
Dude, you eat 5 of those things, you're on fire.
Nice.
Like literally, I got myself caught on fire one time. It was terrible.
All right, so tell me about a score. What are you thinking about this one?
It's up there. It's in the 90s.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
I'm going 90.
This is a great whiskey. It really is. It's, in my opinion,
There's none left. So
in my opinion, it's overpriced. I don't think this should be $220 American.
I don't think anything should be $220 American, unless it's like 2 hookers from Thailand that don't have AIDS.
I will.
Or digs.
But I hate to. I don't want that to influence my score. I think this is a great whiskey. I'm going to give this whiskey a 90 out of 100.
We're right there. We're pretty close.
Yeah, I think it's not overly complex, but it's got 5 or 6 layers in my opinion. It's easy to drink. It's soft. It's not over aggressive in any one direction or the other. You have 5 or 6 flavors, maybe more. Maybe on your palate it's more, and everything's light, even, easy to distinguish.
I guarantee you, next time we drink this, there will be a fire with real wood and cigars.
You know the problem is I think the packaging, which is beautiful packaging by the way, I think the packaging obviously has influenced the price in too dramatic of a way. If this was a $150 whiskey, I'd probably be more generous.
How much
with
are they paying for this?
Right. I'd probably be more generous with how much I drank the whiskey, even with myself. But anyway, a good whiskey. I'm giving it a 90 out of 100. Billy's giving it a 92 out of 100.
I'm generous though. I'm always generous.
If you have the money, and being that it's Christmas time, if you're looking for a last minute Christmas gift for somebody, if they're a Scotch drinker, anyone's going to appreciate this whiskey. Even if, me and Billy are peated Scotch whiskey lovers, but even as peated Scotch lovers, I think anyone would really appreciate the Glenlivet 21. If you can get your hands on it, I think of the Glenlivet range that I've had, it's right on par, but different than the 18. I'm a fan of the 18.
I think they had this at the store today.
I'm sure they did.
Yeah.
I'm sure they did. Most fine whiskey
By the way,
will have something like that.
I have never seen the liquor store. There was shit sitting on top of stuff.
It's Christmas, man.
They are preparing.
It's Christmas. We're Americans. We buy stuff. That's what we do. We buy. We spend and consume. Anyway, 9290, the Glenlivet 21-year-old archive. We thank you for joining us for another one of Mike and Billy's whiskey reviews.
Do us a favor. Like, comment, share, thumbs up.
Subscribe. And thank you to our first comment later this week. I'll try to bring you something and bring you the whiskey that we were talking about online, the Lag of the One Distillers edition. Love to do it.
It's
definitely on our radar. We've had it before.
It'll knock the shit out of you. That one will knock the shit out of you.
Absolutely.
If you're not experienced.
But thank you for commenting. We appreciate it. Anyway, we thank you again for joining us. We wish you a Merry Christmas in 2016. And as always, happy drinking.
Be safe.